Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Why are you so loud? We're not in the nightclub, bro. It's 7 o'clock in the evening.
No. Don't ask me why I'm loud.
Have we been celebrating today?
We are celebrating.
It's a celebration.
Today like, oh, no!
It's your boy Mike Flex. Got my cohort in the building. Cosmo, this is Casual Conversations every Tuesdays on
Yes, sir.
10:50 a.m. KCA radio and worldwide on the internet. I want to say thank you. And I appreciate.
You weren't talking to your teacher, were you?
Well, you know, the apple helped. You know,
he had remedial PE. Listen to him, y'all.
I want to let everybody know this is the season finale.
Oh,
we knocked out 13 shows.
We're gonna get Buck Wild.
We had a miraculous time on the air. We had some important, influential community activists and people that's making moves within a community. And that's why the show was built. We built the show based upon the fact that we want to highlight everybody from our own community. We don't want to worry about New York cities.
Yeah, I mean,
even though I'm wearing New York City shirt.
And then he's rocking New York.
I'm just saying, see, you know, we don't care about what's going on in Ukraine. We can't do nothing about it.
But you do got IE on the hat, though. Yeah.
Yes.
There we
go.
But
what we can do is promote us.
Yes, sir.
I feel like, you know, when we get on the internet and we promoting ourselves, I think it would be better if we promote us as a community. So this is why the show was created, Casual Conversations. We allow people to come down here and talk about their story and, you know, give a little insight. Today's show, we got special guest, my brother from another mother, Mr. Jason Elm Street.
Man.
In the building. Now, what I want to say about Elm Street is this. I've been knowing this brother for a minute. His mic is off. I've been knowing this brother for a minute, and he is one of those individuals that is
You've been knowing him.
Impactful.
My mother was his teacher.
Okay. He's impactful in the community, not only with his words, but with his actions.
Are you kidding
me? This brother did the footwork, meaning educated himself.
Been to Africa and scared
the world. Knowledge. Don't mess with him.
Yeah.
And this brother is mad educated. He is passionate about what's going on in the world, and I only felt it was right for having him on the show only because we didn't get him on earlier on. But like I said, we want to deal with people that is actually doing something in the community, and this is one of my brothers right here. I wanted the whole audience and the worldwide to put their hands together for my brother, Jason Elm Street Williams in the building. So, yeah, here's Mike.
Peace and love, peace and love.
There you go. We ain't gonna let
Thank
you
you,
down,
brother
baby.
Mike Flex. Brother Mike Flex, Cosmo comedian.
Frank, turn his mic down, please. Thank you. All right. So, we're here in the building. I have two of my greatest friends here. I have Cosmo and Elm Street.
Oh man, why'd you
say
that?
But what I'm trying to say here is these two brothers have a history on its own that I can only, you know, be a fly on the wall to what kind of shenanigans, if I must say, goes on between these two brothers. But I want to say thank you, Jason, for coming through.
Welcome, brother. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
And I want to catch up with you, see what was going on, because the last time we seen each other was at the Dr. Umar Johnson event in San Bernardino. And I know you had a couple of questions for the, what's his name, the King Kong of Consciousness.
I almost got arrested that night.
Yeah, so
what's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, King. I'm doing amazing. You know, we had the #1 selling book on Amazon in the world.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm really proud of you.
What's the name of the book and where you can find it?
Jason Visits the Museum. You can find it live on Amazon.com. Jason Wins the Game. Big animation company Boom Animation actually picked up Jason Visits the Museum.
I like
and
Jason
it's actually
Wins the Game. Jason Wins the
turning
Game
into
is
an
my
actual TV series. So we're working on that. We'll be having a Kickstarter and fundraiser to raise the money for the 5-minute short episode. And the goal is to franchise, just like they have Mickey Mouse, Disneyland. We're building an educational series based off of, you know. the young-
So you want to do a full TV show on this?
Correct, I do. A full educational.
Are you going to do all the writing, or are you going to write?
Well,
'Cause you got me. You got me.
I do have the writers,
Gentlemen,
but I write myself.
let's start from the beginning. Where did this passion to put what happened to you into words? Because didn't you start out as a rapper and you are educated, you have a PhD, a BA, or what you got?
Master.
A master, excuse me. So how did this all accumulate into what you're doing right here on this book?
Oh man!
How did it come about?
Definitely life. You know, I was so-called diagnosed with ADD growing up, attention deficit hyper disorder.
You still got it.
So, needless to say, I had to go through things. You know, I was introduced to a world as a kid that no kid, I would say, should have to go through. You know, so as a child, I woke up to something was wrong with the world. Like, why are these adults doing this to me? I'm happy, I have all this energy, I'm the smartest kid in the class. But when I finish
That's what my mom
work,
said. That's what my mom
you
said.
know,
You really
keep speaking on that, because I have a nephew like that, and that was what you was growing up 20 plus years ago. Let's say that much. We're not gonna say how old we are, but at the time, did they diagnose you with that, or later on in life, that's what it was?
when we moved to Riverside, my family's originally from Compton. We moved from
Compton's in
Carson.
the house.
So we moved from Carson, California to Riverside like in 4th grade. And so that's when I got diagnosed, because I started having teachers who didn't look like me, you know. And so being the so-called only black or African American or Moorish American Indian student in the classroom, I would say I caught hell. Having teachers that could not relate to you or look like you or come from a different culture, they can't relate. And so that's when the Ritalin and all that started, was in the 80s, you know, and it's a drug. You're putting kids on drugs.
Did you have to participate in the Ritalin drugs?
Yeah, they
Tell
gave me
them. Tell them
Ritalin.
the story, man.
Yeah,
Tell them the story.
I was on Ritalin starting in 4th grade.
I heard that's not good.
No, it's horrible.
Don't you
Effed
remember
up my
Tom
life.
Cruise did
What
the
do you-
story about
okay,
it?
so-
Well, I'm thankful now, but in all reality, the majority of my friends who were put on Ritalin are dead or in jail or in prison. That's just what it is, or on substance abuse. Because what it does is you're giving a child drugs, crack, heroin, to calm them down. Not that something's wrong with them,
Yeah.
it's the school system.
Yeah.
You're saying you're giving a child drugs because your school system is telling a kid that something's wrong with him or
He's
she
not
for
sitting down.
still.
He's not sitting down. He's talking
Right,
too much,
Jason-
running around.
Right. So
My
the
mom used to say
system-
Jason would never sit still. He was the smartest kid, but he never sits. Yeah.
Did
Don't
you-
you be
did-
like Jason.
the-
Did you
People don't
ever
understand.
like? Did you
Tell him
ever?
the story.
Did you ever like want to explain to the establishment that it's not me, it's you? Are you more of the fan of the what's the new school program that's going on?
Biofeedback?
No. I'm talking about the schools where it's more
Charter schools?
Charter schools.
Charter-
Are you a
yes.
fan of
Tough
that?
love.
I'm opening
Yeah.
up. I'll
Yeah.
say now we're opening up a charter school. You know, we have the LLC, we have the nonprofit, we have the 501c3 coming, the Matrix University. You know, I'm working on my doctorate. I have my master's degree in education, my bachelor's degree in communication, minor sociology. So we're working and putting all that together. So with the book, I saw that music and so-called rap and hip hop has been co-opted. It's been compromised. It's been taken over. Once again, our creation has been taken from us, and other groups of people now can feed their families and
control.
nations off of our talent. Just like arts, whether it's language, music, religion, electricity, the internet. All these inventions come from Moorish, indigenous, today
Do you
misclassified
have
as
the
black
picture
people.
of all the electronics they were building in,
All right.
in Egypt?
Yes,
Oh,
we
yeah.
do.
Let me get drunk on this. So
So-
Moorish people, African people, black people created lights,
Go with it,
electricity.
son. Go with it, son.
Yes.
Don't you think that was something that was created for everybody?
Yes. I mean,
I mean,
everything is about love.
Well, once-
love
once
is the
something
highest
is
frequency. That's
established,
what we
yeah.
did.
That's what I'm trying to-
That's what
that's
we
what I'm trying to
did. We
say.
gave these other so-called races when
Our
we start
brothers and
getting into
sisters from a different mothers.
Right, yeah, let's say that, other humans and man and mankind, we gave them what we call religion and language today. You must understand when you do your research, these other so-called groups of humans and man and mankind did not have
Preach.
civilization.
Okay.
They-
So let me do a disclaimer right here.
Watch, I got the next one. You think you in
You
deep.
don't know,
Watch
ladies
what I
and
do.
gentlemen,
Watch what
I
I
have
do.
one of the most prolific educated, excuse me, because I'm not educational. Educated brothers here.
He said
that is
educational.
going to bust your head. So let's be prepared for the rabbit hole that Jason is going to take us down, because he is not lost without knowledge in reference to these things right here.
Man, let me
So
tell you something.
I just wanted to prepare everybody, put your seatbelts on,
Seatbelts on.
and take another sip of that, because we're going in.
I'll go even deeper.
All
Watch
right.
this. Me and this boy were roommates, right?
Okay.
I got exposed to all these books he had laying around. JC took me through Egypt, Pangaea, Lemuria. He'll explain what these places are in a minute.
Mhm.
He gave me books on them, and I didn't even know these places existed. He told me about the meteor that hit that separated the continents.
Oh yeah.
He has
A plethora.
he has maps on the continents as
Before.
yeah. Okay,
So
Africa's
Jason.
bigger than what you think it is.
So
I didn't even know that.
so-
till I-
so-
yeah.
so-
on the
So
ADHD, now go ahead.
That's probably what got him there.
My next question was, you were an only child,
Yes.
so I would expect that reading was a big thing.
Yes.
You didn't have much time to mess
Right.
around.
Mother was a teacher. Mom has 2 master's degrees. My mother is the first black female president, ASB president of Compton High School.
Oh, what's up?
So she taught me, like when you look at her yearbook, it's nothing but pale-skinned Europeans. It's only a few so-called black people who were introduced to Compton High School, because we forget that not too long ago, there was a separation.
Yeah, Compton
they
was all
called it
white until a
right,
certain.
Well, they needed a place
and,
to put
and,
us.
and also integration. What was that? 1954 Brown versus Board of Education. So that's not too long ago to where it was separate but equal. But at that time, when you look at it, so-called black people have more businesses and more success financially than we do today. So clearly the education system is deliberately built to destroy the mind of the indigenous Moorish people, so they misclassify themselves as black and African American,
Give us a
which
definition.
which is a false status. Black means lack.
Pause.
Black
Did he
means
say
lack.
miss? What did you say?
Miss. First of all, we're miseducated, but we're misclassified.
Misclassified.
Yes.
Okay, break that down, because I'm one of those that will be saying I'm black. I'm not Negro. I'm black. It's just a big blanket.
Right.
Well, you
And
took
it's
that.
black.
You took that title
black-
because you didn't know any better.
Correct.
I'm not black.
No, you're not black, brother.
Only for one more hour.
No, you're not black.
Only for
And-
one more hour.
and
in the
educate me,
KCA.
brother. So, first of all, the word black means lack. Lack of light. Pale.
Black bald, black male. I know. Yeah, break it down.
Okay.
So the word black means lack, first of all. So I, as my skin tone, that is not black. This is what you call bronze or copper tone. When I'm under the sun, it looks like burnt brass.
Okay.
So therefore, I am not black. Now, when you refer,
I know some
to-
Africans that are pretty dark.
when you refer to I or as myself as black, it's a negative term, because when you accept it, because you're telling me I lack light, and light is knowledge.
Ooh.
Okay, and I am a carbon-based being. They say melanin, but truly we are carbon-based beings. And so meaning that we are carbon-based beings, we are actually condensed sunlight. So my so-called godly, or what they would call human avatar, is condensed sunlight, which we call Amen or Amen Ra.
Ooh.
And so when you call me black, it's disrespecting me, like calling an Asian person a yellow man.
Ah.
When you refer to pale skin hybrid Europeans as white, you're actually believing in the lie that they're giving to you, whether they know it or not, because these are all magical spells. When you allow them to refer to themselves as white, or when you call them white, you're part of the spell, because white means royalty. White means light.
Okay, so slow down, because you just hit me with too much information. I found out I'm not black. And two, you know, my family, I have a white sister, Caucasian sister.
Mm-hmm.
I love her to death.
Yes.
I saw a
I
clip.
have
I saw a
Mexicans
clip.
I'm a wet
We
cloud.
love
I saw a
we
clip.
love all people.
I saw a clip of this young white girl. She was young, and she was like, "I'm not white. You know." She was trying to differentiate her skin color with the piece of paper that was in front of her, and her mother was behind the camera, and you know. And so at the end of it, the baby girl said, "I'm pink." So, if these words, what you're saying, like black, white, red, brown, or yellow,
Mm-hmm.
are spells that's taken away, what's the proper definition or terminology? Because didn't we learn that white people
I got
didn't
the next
exist
question.
until like
Yeah.
the word white was created in 1600 until they
Correct.
figured
Yeah.
that stuff
Correct.
out? What was going on?
1643.
So before that, what were we?
And there you go. They called us Moors.
Okay.
You know, we're the true American Indians. You could
So
say
it's
Mer.
not. So not to cut
Moor,
you off, Jason.
Swarthy.
So we're not basing this on skin color.
No, because black, those are words, those are
Biology.
spells.
Yeah.
You know, that's a straw, man. That's a status. So when you refer to someone as white, as a light being, so basically me being carbon based, or what now they want to say melanin, that is condensed sunlight. So truly I am white by status, because I am a being of light.
Oh, okay. So what's the spectrum here? White. What's
There's
under
no
white?
such thing as a white person
No.
or a black
Spectrum,
person.
you picked the
No,
wrong
no,
word.
So
You picked the wrong
wait.
word.
So I'm gonna explain. It's nationality. So my pale skin hybrid European brothers and sisters, when you speak to them, they don't. If they have knowledge of self as well, they'll say, "I'm not white. I'm Irish. I'm Scandinavian. I'm Russian." That's a nationality.
You
That's a
find that
culture.
on the continent of Africa, where each
They don't call
nation-
themselves African.
They're not African or black.
It-
I'm Nigerian.
And Nigerian was
Hungry.
created by Europeans too, so anyone claiming
The
they're
word
Nigerian is
Africa
part of the
is
spell
the
as
word
well.
Africa is named after a
Yes,
white
we
guy.
know, we know.
And-
But what we're trying to say
Yeah, let's get
is
to it.
that even over there in the continent of Africa, where we all think they're black, they don't consider themselves like that.
Correct. They go off their culture.
So why are we like that here?
Because this is what they say God's country.
Colonialism.
According to the pale skinned European, this is the new world to him, but this is our old world. He admits that there were people already over here.
True.
What he lies through miseducation and saying that we were savages and heathens. He lies and says he's the first to harness electricity. He lies and says he's the first to create civilization. And in his books as a child, when you're not able to critically think and your parents are off to work, you're being fed lies. You're being
Ooh, I
taught
like
that you
that.
come from Africa, which is a lie. You're being taught that you came here as a slave from Africa,
so
which is
you're
a
one
lie.
of those cats. You one of those cats that's saying
Yes.
that the majority of Africans that was enslaved was already
You
here.
got my boy in the
Correct,
house.
which means we are
Wow.
prisoners of war. We are not slaves. We can never be slaves. The word slaves comes from the word Slavic, which is Eastern. Okay, which is Eastern European. So we would be considered prisoners of war.
Okay. So on this journey that you are on, Jason, what do we expect? Like, you just said that you're gonna turn the book into a mini movie,
Yes.
and then what else are we gonna be doing with this? Are you?
We're gonna be creating everything into a live movie.
Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. We got a little going on here, but yeah. But we're gonna be okay. You're gonna be turned into a live movie.
Yeah, so the goal is, of course, to have the museum, the cultural learning center, and all that, to where We have after-school programs, whether it's in the districts first, the charter schools, to where just like Girl Scout cookies, they sell cookies. Through the Matrix University, we're going to be able to teach kids and children how to write books.
I'm gonna cut you right there.
Okay.
All right. So within the hip hop community, we have many that has tried or is doing in real estate and in education, meaning that it ends up looking like a scam.
Right.
I don't want to mention names.
I
I don't want to do
Yes,
all
you do.
that.
Yes, you do.
But
why not?
What can? Do you have a team? Do you do you have people around you to facilitate this dream that you have? Because I'm all on board. Because I want to do the Saturday school, meaning 4 hours a day we take our kids and we teach them our stuff and then let them out into the world. But is your team solidified? Are we going to be able to support you 100% without any kind of riffraff?
Yeah, I would just say, look at my background. You know, the difference between a lot of these leaders you find on YouTube
next.
is
What's
that they're
this?
YouTube scholars, or they're known just on YouTube, but when you go to their cities, they're not known. When you come to where I'm from,
Yes.
Riverside, the Inland Empire, you ask about Jason or Elm Street, they'll be able to tell you my background. They'll be able to say, oh, the brother was really on the block with the
yeah.
G's, kicking knowledge, tour bands.
I got
would,
Sam. Hold on,
honestly,
Mike.
I would co-sign that because speaking to other people, and I'm like, oh, I got this issue. They're like, talk to Jason.
Yeah, Jason. Tell
For
us.
real.
Yeah, tell us. You want to go?
For
hey,
real, bruv.
You want to get? You want to
So
get? You want to
it
get
is real what you just said right there.
Watch
Salute.
this. Hey, you want to get real?
Mm.
Jason, tell us about the pyramids and melanin and how they work together as far as a dynamic of science, mathematics, and chemical, everything biological.
Pause.
Watch this.
You said
Watch this.
you said pyramids and melanin. How you mix two
Are you
rocks
kidding me?
and skin? What's going on here, bro?
Okay, those are all. Okay, I'll
Well-
let you go first. Watch
Oh,
this.
let him
Let
explain.
me-
You just threw
well,
me
I
to
would
a
say,
loop.
I would say that the pyramids are our logo. The pyramids and the serpent symbol, which
They're all
has been
carbon based.
demonized.
I'm just saying, how do we fit in with this formula?
Explain it. So when we talk about chemistry, alchemic, Mizraim, when you read the Bible or Torah, because we know Egypt is
Now
a
we're
Greek
getting
word.
somewhere.
The ancient gods and goddesses of ancient Egypt are actually the periodic table. So we were able to explain the universe in
The
story
atom.
form.
Oh, yeah.
So
I get that.
so when it comes to those who are carbon-based and melanin, the pyramids are proof of what we have accomplished, who we are, and what we will accomplish again. We've been distracted by a group of people who have stolen our land, created biological warfare, and created propaganda through media to tell lies of who the ancient Egyptians are. The reason why is because they also created certain religious texts to demonize the ancient Egyptian. Reason why is the moment those who are carbon-based and melanated start focusing on the pyramids and the serpent power and kundalini energy within in their pineal gland, they will start to go towards that, which is based off of math, science, spirituality, metaphysics, astronomy, farming. You talk about true civilization of peace and harmony using free energy.
So my
when-
question was dumb, huh?
No. Well,
So-
no.
so
I got lost in the
basically-
sauce
so-
right
so-
now.
You're
I
about
got
to get
lost
lost
in
So
the
our
again. Watch
sauce.
skin
this.
tone is proof of what we call the bloodline of God. You can tell the bloodline of God from the skin tone and the hair texture. Your
Okay.
proof is on the
We
walls
won't
and
bang
the
him out on
statues.
this one.
The proof is on
What?
the walls and the statues of all
Mhm.
your ancient monuments.
What technology did Egypt produce?
We were able to harness free energy. We were able to use the Earth grid, because for me, we're living in a matrix hologram.
What is the Earth
Electricity.
grid? That blue thing around the planet? Yes, yeah.
People won't
See,
be able to
y'all,
relate
you-
to that. People won't be able to
I mean,
relate to a blue thing around the
man.
planet. What we're saying is that the Earth is alive. She is a living being. And our ancestors, which we are, we were able to work with Mother Earth. We had a relationship with Mother Earth. Instead of taking, we had a relationship. And so there's free energy on the planet. So this is why when you study ancient civilizations, you see crafts, You see
Magnetics.
stories of people never dying, people being able to fly, people living thousands and hundreds of years, because what you call your churches and now cathedrals in the Vatican were all more ancient.
Here we
healing
go.
centers.
Here we go.
So,
All right.
so when they tell you now in the churches that you come to hear the word of God and you actually
Yeah.
know you don't know you're being hustled, those big churches were actually healing centers of sound frequencies where you would come and hear the sound, because we know that the high level beings communicate through geometric patterns.
Yeah,
and
humans
sound.
talk crap. Reality is a different thing.
He done broke it down from where we are at to the facility, to the sound
Facility.
how the sound of the room can actually resonate and fix and clean us and help us, and
And that's
it's been
what the
perverted
hip-hop
right
does.
now.
Don't you listen to
Perverted.
music?
That's
Don't you
why-
listen to
And
music
that's
when
why
you're
you
around
see
it?
people
Yeah,
acting
yeah.
crazy today.
Yeah, gangsta
The
music made me wanna shoot
the
somebody.
music,
Yeah, I know.
the music today is deliberately created with tones and frequencies
yes.
that lower your chakras, that open your
See what my
spirit,
question
soul, and
did?
body,
See
and
what
now
my
they
question did?
interjected with negative
Yeah,
information
stay on that, bro. Follow
and
me.
poison. And this is why you see people who listen to and watch the media and TV
But you know what?
act in a certain
At
way.
the end of the day, I still
Program.
love the WAP.
The WAP.
Yes. All right. This is Casual Conversation, Mike. I just killed it with the WAP.
We didn't even introduce our guest.
No, we got. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do a clip real quick. My man Frank. Eric's out today, but I have my boy Frank from Highlight One Radio holding us down. We're gonna do a clip. First spot, DeMarco, and then we're gonna come right back.
Jason Elm Street
So
Williams. Peace.
Cosmo
let
comedian.
me run it. First spot is gonna be
Now we get-
introducing Icon Real Estate, led by CEO DeMarco. Discover your dream home in the heart of the Inland Empire on the
To DeMarco.
breathtaking West Coast. Experience the luxury of affordable living without compromising on quality. Visit us today and let us make your home ownership dreams come true. Icon Real Estate, where your future begins. Contact us now, professional realtors and wealth builders. Hashtag Kings Realty Group and King Solar Pros. My man Frank, underneath that clip,
Our new sound man, Frank. What up, Frank?
Run his promo, DeMarco. Right underneath that clip, there's like a little tag. Run that real quick. I like to hear his voice real quick. I like to hear
I
money.
love him, dude.
He
comes in, dude. I'm
he
glad
runs
you
that
met
money.
him.
He
I'm
runs
glad
that money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he can help me, he can definitely help you. You know, put yourself into
You
a
do got a
first
nice
home.
house, bro. You do got a nice
Yeah,
house.
you know, we doing all right.
We doing all right.
I still got that tree to
We
cut
cut the-
down.
we cut the
You know, I
grass.
had a little plumbing. You know, once you're a homeowner, you ain't got
No
nobody
photos,
to call.
no photos.
No, you ain't got nobody to
Victorville
call.
up in the high desert.
Here we run it.
It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,274 square feet, built in 2020, coming to the market in about 1 week. Price to sale at only $460,000. Look for it. It'll be on the market soon, and I can't wait for you guys to take a look at it. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Yes, that's my man DeMarco. He's flipping some houses out there.
That's my guess.
400. Now, if you got the good credit scores, run them up. Please, ladies and gentlemen, don't call him if you don't have no JOB.
Yeah. Please don't.
Don't wait. Don't
Yeah.
don't say Mike Flex
Matter
sent
of
you
fact,
up there.
have your boss call.
You know what I'm saying? With no PPP loans. No, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a 9 to 5 trying to get into
Don't
one of
hurt him,
those
Mike.
things
Don't
right
hurt
there.
him, Mike. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
Hey, we're
Lex
back
is
in the
getting cold
studio.
tonight.
Casual Conversations. Your boy Mike Flex. Got Cosmo in the building. And special guest, Jason Elm Street Williams. And if you didn't hear for the first 30 minutes, yeah, you're going to have to catch up because there was so much. I just figured out, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't black. But nonetheless, it's all right. Who we got in the building? Because, you know, this is the Telethon, Radiothon. Who we got,
What's
Cosmo?
up, y'all? It's Manar Ryan. How y'all feeling?
Hi.
This boy is one of the dopest white boy rappers you'll ever hear.
You got to give him
Right
mic. You got
here.
4 mics here. Figure that out.
Yeah.
So Cosmo brought in, you know, my man Cosmo, you know, he does this every now and then. He'll pull up like an okie dokie on me.
Everybody.
I don't have the script, so I'm not privy. I'm just like,
Do you got a script, son?
I'm on the other side of the radio listening to say, okay, so
Hey, let's
please
start a
introduce
fight
yourself.
today.
Introduce yourself, brother. Thank you for coming down to Casual Conversations.
What's good, man? It's Manal Ryan. I'm out here in
Manal.
Riverside.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. And I heard you're an MC.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes.
right. How
Yeah,
long have you been?
Try to do my thing.
He is not Caucasian. Elm Street, what is he?
What?
Yeah.
I'm confused
Just tell me.
today.
tell me
If
the-
we're not black, white, red,
through you, didn't it?
I don't know. But nonetheless,
Ask him his nationality.
what is your nationality?
I'm Hungarian.
Ooh. I never met a Hungarian. Huh?
I'm pretty hungry, so.
Yeah, that's good. This is good. All right. So, what brings you down here just to hang out with the boys, or what's going
Yeah,
on?
you know, and then it's a nice surprise to see Elm Street up in here. I've known Elm Street for a long time, man. This dude's been putting it down for a long time. That's for real. So when
Elm
I said,
Street didn't
"Gee,"
tell me he knew no Hungarians.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Give him his own mic, man. Why y'all sharing mics?
Okay, why
You
don't
can
y'all-
turn this
okay.
one on.
Slide, is that one
All
on
right.
right there?
This you can make stuff happen. So,
Yeah. Put it on your thing right there.
bruh, you've been rapping for how long?
Turn it on right
What's
there.
going on with your
Oh,
career?
man, I've
What's
been,
going on?
You know, doing my thing for about.
There you go.
I don't know.
I got you.
Since I was 19.
19.
Yeah,
Okay,
19
okay.
started
You got
really
some
getting
records
serious
out. You
about
got
it.
some singles out. What you got going on?
So you can pretty much look me up on ManaiRyan.com, MENAI.
Shoot, sing one to the
Nine.
sound man.
My 9.
Yeah, just check out the web. There's some music on there. Y'all can peep out.
Yeah.
So,
You know.
as a a person that was previously in the music business,
What did you do in the
how
music
far?
business?
Man, I put some CD covers together. Okay.
Did he say
how,
some CD covers?
How
Hey,
far
man,
has your career
I
took you?
vacuumed
Have
a
you
lot
been
of VIP
overseas?
rooms.
Have you performed with some of the greats that you wanted to perform
You
with?
know, that's,
Have done
uh,
songs with them?
So that's a great question as far as my past. You know what I mean? For real, I've always been about my kids, man. So I stay around my kids. That's it right there. So for me, they're my motivation. You know, family's everything. So
And his wife makes a
But,
dope margarita.
that right? You know, Cos can't stop talking about that margarita. Let
Man,
me
she
tell you.
killed me that day. She
So
killed me.
how
She
did you
killed me.
balance your career or your passion and family?
You would be amazed by how much I balance, actually. There's a lot of things I'm doing right now and have been doing for the last 20 years. But when it comes down to it, music is who I am and hip hop is who I am. It's been since day one. You know, my first tape was Run DMC. It was just about breaking and vibing and flowing. You know, I'm a Caucasian individual, I guess you could say, but my mom was nothing but soul. You know what I
sounded
mean?
like you was rapping right
I
there.
got records and records and records of
Oh,
soul.
man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
We in
and
the
Pops played
studio.
the guitar, so music's in my family. That's
I'm glad you're here because I have a quick question to ask you, being that you're the only Caucasian on the panel right
No, we
now.
not. We got our sound man.
Oh yeah, he's back there, but he got a glass between him, so he can't reach out.
Goulash for everybody.
Have you slipped and said the N word on the record, or how do you
hell
feel?
no. Yo, no,
So
man,
we
that's
good.
raised in my family. That's a word used in the wrong way.
He's
in a
never
hate
even
way,
said
you know?
that to me in the
That's
studio.
what's up.
No,
Have
we
we ever
don't
worked in the
respect the word.
studio and
So-
you just came and disrespected anybody?
No, I don't do
We
that
actually
shit.
love this brother right
I'm
here
a
in the
real one.
studio.
I don't do that funky ass shit. That's my
See,
boy would say.
he gonna
goofy.
dump it
That's
right
some
now.
goofy
That's
shit
$10 in the pot. You can't curse.
Yeah, you can't curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The charges.
okay. Well, let's just keep it real. I don't need to get my point across by saying things like that, man. Use some intelligence.
I
You know,
think-
use some reason.
I
Have
appreciate
some
that. Yeah,
have
yeah.
a state of mind where you can actually reach someone with words that don't hurt them but bring them up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's a hard thing to do in today's society. Everybody wants to tear each other down. But really, we're human. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're just trying to get along and
I'm glad you
Grow.
came, man. I'm
Yeah,
glad
that's the
you
hardest
came.
thing. It's growing pains.
Because
Yeah,
we're all
yeah,
living in
yeah.
the same area. We're all struggling the same
Yeah.
type of, issues
Serious.
and so on and so forth.
Not all of us.
Do you with your
Your
children?
rent is not my
so let-
rent.
So let me ask you this: that you have children?
Yeah, I got a daughter. She's half black, half me.
Okay,
Right?
so I was gonna
Man.
I was gonna ask you that
Yeah, my
typical question. Like,
I
what
went in
if-
his house
what if
and
she
hey,
brought
I went in
somebody
his house
home?
and smelled grits.
And I got
okay?
3 boys that are mixed with Spanish and black.
Yeah.
So you've been around the world.
Yeah, my family's the UN.
Refried
Okay.
grits.
I don't know because
Yeah,
I got
me.
a UN family.
You UN family too?
Yeah.
What is what's your family? What's all in your
I got
family?
Filipinos, I got half Mexicans, I got whites, I got blacks, Jamaicans. Yeah, we all over the world right
Yeah,
here.
that's pretty much it.
So, we have a common bond here. And are you raising your children that way?
I definitely raised my children to appreciate the breath in their lungs, and
He lets them tear up the house too.
the step in their walk, and their right to make a decision based on leadership and integrity. You know what I mean? So
And respect for
my
others.
sons are a very important factor in my life that has shown me that brotherhood is so important. You know, and then my daughters taught me how important women are because I had a
Yes.
trash mom. My mom was trash.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Don't say her
She
name.
She
No,
had
no.
a lot of feeling and a lot of soul and a lot of heart in a lot of ways. But man, when it came to loving a son, she did not know how to do that. You know what I mean? My pop was there though; he was solid, and so
Big
it
up
taught
for the
me
pop.
to be
having a
Big
daughter-
up to
having
fathers.
a daughter taught me that whole relationship of what a queen really should be. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, honestly, I only had one real example in my young childhood, and that was my grandmother. And I know a lot of people don't have anybody. I was lucky to have a grandma, and even though she was only in my life up until 11, she was real solid for me. She instilled integrity and just love, you know, period. Above all, she was very open-minded. She was very respectful and very loving and kind. And the kind of attitude she carried with her had nothing to do with being proper. It had everything to do with, I just care about you.
That's right.
So that carried on to
Wow.
me. You know what I'm saying? That carried on to me.
That's what's up,
You
man.
know?
What you got going on now? You got an EP coming out? You got a record coming out?
So I
Sing
got
something
some
to the
special.
DJ,
I got
man.
I got some special things working on right now.
You
one
got
of
the track we did it at our boy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I got a project
Yeah,
right
Cosmo
now I'm
puts it
doing
down
with
on tracks,
the
y'all.
Realist
Call me
from
up.
Last Circle and Death Row. I got a project with him and Barney Beats. That's a really dope project. 750 Studios recording that.
Oh, see, since I got two rap gods in
Man,
the
I
building,
wasn't playing.
I am old.
No, you're not, man.
I'm almost half a century old. I have not gravitated to this streaming situation. I'm like Snoop. I can't figure out the money. How's it been working for you two gentlemen? As far as you guys putting your stuff on there, physical versus, because you know,
Jason, did your stuff stream good? Come on now.
Is the stream
'Cause
money
I've heard your
good?
stuff
Like
all
the
over.
physical money? Because I'm hearing both sides of the story.
All right.
Talk the truth.
Everybody has their own story, I think, with that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because
but
I saw
for-
your shows on video. You were
But-
performing with celebrities.
Yeah,
So were
but
you
for me,
streaming?
it was an attack on the people when they took out the record stores and they made everything digital and streaming. You know, I used to make hundreds and thousands of dollars a day
Yeah.
selling my CD and other
the
stuff when
streets.
we were younger.
Yeah.
So we would hit every hood. I had a tour van. So
Yes, he
Remember,
did.
remember the
Jason
tour?
had the
Are you
tour
kidding?
van.
Have you rode in it? I was in it. Man, oh my
No,
gosh.
pause. I think Jason was the first
Yeah. You
in
know
the
what?
IE
And to do
from Riverside
yeah, I
to
know.
put
I know.
his name blasted on the side of the
He
truck
wrapped
back
the-
in the
yeah,
day.
he wrapped the
whole
van and rolled around.
Street
Zipping
been
around
rocking
the
for a minute,
streets
trust
and
me.
Yeah.
pushing it.
My mama was
He
like,
one of the
Jason
first
is coming
one.
up.
So you saying with the transition, you're not feeling it?
No, because it basically took away us to make a living off of our music and talents.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, streaming is bad because it allows you to listen to your favorite artist over and over and over again to where you had to go and buy an actual physical copy back in the day. Now, those artists who got ripped off, most of them by the labels, but there were some of us who were making a lot of money independently. So by now, where I'm at, if there were still record stores and no streaming, you talk about millions and millions of dollars I'd be making
Yeah.
independently.
Hey, so in the 50 years of hip hop, have we gotten what we deserve as far as black people?
No, the effing joke, if you look at that.
Yeah.
It's a joke
I've seen
because we don't
business-
own
I've-
hip hop.
Pause.
I've seen
The
You
50th
see,
anniversary was a
50 years,
joke.
and you. What are you talking about? Why is it a
Joke because it lets you, first of all,
we don't have any money. What do you want?
don't own anything.
I
You don't
understand that.
own hip hop, and so it doesn't mean
Thank
a
you.
thing.
So
Speak on
It
it.
doesn't mean a thing. You don't own hip hop.
Your master's nothing.
What we hear on the radio is.
I'm glad I turned him loose.
Is black music, which is lack of light, which is ignorance. That's why they call people who lack light, which is knowledge in their mind, ignorant, which is another word that
How many
starts
black
with an
people?
N.
How many black people did
Doesn't
hip hop
matter what
put in
color you are
jail?
with that.
How many black people
Ignorant.
did? How many black people did hip hop put in jail since?
There you go.
Yeah.
So was hip hop?
Oh, gosh.
And that's a great answer to it. It's true. What has hip hop helped the so-called black community overall, or has it just?
KRS One
Think
said
about
it. If we would
you have a
said,
theme.
yeah.
You have a theme song for young brothers to go out and kill one another. You talk about a group of top hats.
It's a market
who
for
look
ignorance.
don't look like us, who pay a small percentage of young black males to rap about killing, dope dealing, disrespecting women, not going to college, not having God, and then they'll say God had an award, but nothing godly is about them.
Well, that's the industry.
But it is what it is. Hip hop is over. It's dead. Hip hop is dead. My music is thunder rock. Hip hop is dead. It's no longer light. Once you allow a certain group of people who don't look like you to control your money, it's no longer yours.
Okay,
Can we
okay,
cry
okay,
about
okay.
it?
Wait,
But
let
we
me,
need those
Okay,
people
we're
that
crying
don't.
about it.
No, we need those
But
people.
I wouldn't say hip,
Let's
but
not
when
cry
I
about
say
it.
hip
Hear
hop
the
is
baby,
dead,
y'all
you
hear
know,
Calm
hip hop is
down,
dead.
calm
But I have to
Calm
say,
down.
I have to just, I have to say,
Let's
I-
not
let's
cry
hear-
about it.
I disagree.
Let's hear
The way
somebody
I
else.
disagree is this, and I appreciate the knowledge that Elm Street does spit, because it is knowledge. But let me just tell you, this baby right here is really just
Yeah, we're gonna choke the baby.
He's
Keep going though.
right there.
What was
We-
your
we
take?
gonna
No,
cry
but
about
for real
it.
though, the hip hop it never started with the radio
No.
and the stations and the technology.
It was in the alleys.
It started with the heart
Yeah.
and the survival of the struggle and coming from nothing and making
But
something.
it was somewhere along the line it got sold.
But nah,
It got
kids.
sold.
I teach
We
kids.
We ain't never
sold it.
owned nothing. We
I
didn't
teach
sold.
kids
We
every
sold
day.
it. What I mean,
One
we sold.
label owned.
I teach
KRS
kids every
One.
day.
Yeah.
I teach kids every day. In my class, all I bang is music by hip hop artists that I respect. Common Sense, Outkast,
Rakim.
Rakim. These are people I super duper respect.
You sound old.
I'm telling you.
So what?
Because that's what
We don't
that's
got
where it started,
nobody right now.
That's
that
where it
you
started.
rocking. Nobody from the 2010s and up.
But can
Nobody
they-
that
can
you-
No,
anybody-
they're,
can
they're only
anybody today
mimicking.
beat
it.
'em?
They're only mimicking.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
They're mimicking
yeah.
the patterns.
So, but
The
That's
car
all
came
it
out.
is.
Hey, the car
That's
came out a
why
long time ago. They're
that's
making the
why
car
I
off. Yeah.
said it was sold, meaning this.
Who
Why?
made the
Was
money?
it sold or was it stole?
Who made the money? You said you sold. Who
Well,
made the money?
somebody allowed somebody to say the N word on
No.
record and get away with it. And
Well,
made money.
There's
by
a
it.
market for the end.
Somebody
there's a
sold it.
There's a market to. Yeah. Matter of fact, all the things that everybody, the slang, is they bought it. They bought into all that. Everybody wants to be. Matter of fact, everything divine. I think that.
Oh, here we go.
Watch this. Okay,
Here we go, ladies and
Now
gentlemen.
watch this. Let me say mine.
Yes. This is Cosmo.
all the things divine that as a black man or a black culture that we do has been subjugated by everyone else.
But we sold it though.
Where's the money at?
Those that sold it are rich, meaning the gatekeepers.
Stolen. There's no
No,
soul.
no,
There's no, there's no soul.
All right,
Don't-
so
there's only a
let
slave
me slow
market.
you down before we end the show. There's a rumor out there that all the black celebrities back in the day was getting ready. This is when Tupac was alive, to start their own distribution company, wanted to put out their music.
Yeah.
And then somebody let somebody
Had the
else
meeting.
know.
Remember the
Same
meeting?
story of
And
the
then
more.
next
Yeah.
thing you know, everybody that was involved in that meeting is dead except for those last two people. And the last two people that was in that meeting that's still alive is Jay-Z and Puffy. Everybody else is dead that wanted to take hip-hop music and create its own distribution so they can control the narrative. These two brothers survived that situation. Everybody else, Haitian Jack and whoever else,
Machiavelli.
everybody else died.
Am I on?
Yeah, so it's sold, baby.
You think it's okay? So who
Tupac
bought
said
it?
in
Who bought
Machiavelli.
it? So who bought it?
That's just
It's
cats with
look
the
at
money.
The whole
It's a
planet.
business.
Everybody dresses hip hop.
It's a
Everybody
business.
talks hip hop.
It's
It's
a
a
business.
hip hop planet and
It's
it's hijacked.
sold.
You don't make money off of it.
So why don't we have
there
any
should
of
be
the
no
money?
hoods anymore.
Because it's
There should be no
sold.
gangster music no more. Because all you brothers shit have made money.
Bump that.
Period.
So-
How is
so-
that still
so-
the hood? How?
So we're just robbed and subjugated. And that's
No,
it?
no, 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 no,
Nothing
no,
else?
no, no, no,
Sold
no,
it.
no. The problem is when we first started the show is all we want to do is show about us versus me. That's what's happening right now.
Mhm.
Those that is focused on me is getting paid.
So what's the next?
Those that is focusing
Yeah.
on us, you're not hearing
Okay, I got
about
a question. So for Jason, what is the next chess move for us to create a new avenue?
There's no.
Well,
No.
this is when
There's
we-
no way?
No,
there
we're
is.
gonna go
I'm
down this
tell you
road.
what.
We're gonna
I'm
go
tell
down
you
this
now the
road.
answer. This is-
To
We're gonna be
end.
demonic and,
No,
and rap
we're
about
more.
stupid stuff.
Till the end.
You quit claiming that you're black.
See,
Quit
you lost-
claiming you're black. Quit claiming you're African American. Quit taking on the theory that a group
Thank you,
of
Jason.
pale-skinned
Okay,
hybrid
okay,
Europeans
okay.
took you from Africa as slaves.
Okay.
You were already here in America. You are the indigenous people of the entire
Tell me about
planet.
Khalifa.
Okay,
You
no.
are
Slow
the
down,
creators
slow
of
down. So
civilization.
you saying that on the job applications where it says you're white, you're Caucasian, you're Asian,
Other.
you're black, African American, you should be American or other.
Well,
Is that it? Is that
Well,
what you saying
let me tell
at
you.
this point in the United States? You're either America or you're other.
Well, truly, we are.
There's
the
no
only-
black,
well,
brown,
I'm gonna tell you.
no Mexican American, no Chinese American, no Asian American, no Polynesian
No,
American.
there's no such thing as like when a Caucasian claims they're American.
Is there a Caucasian American?
No, European American.
Man, he got money. He Caucasian
I
American.
didn't know that. Is that?
Ooh,
A European
Caucasian
American.
American.
There's no such
That's
thing.
That's a hell of a title.
Listen.
Yeah, there's no.
There's a pale-skinned person can never be an American. You can look this up in your Webster's dictionary. So anytime
Pause.
a pale-skinned
I
hybrid
heard the
European,
Vikings was here back in the day.
they're not American.
Visiting, bro.
Right.
You know where the
What?
Vikings are from?
Yes,
America
Viking
comes
land.
from the word more, Amoraka, and more love.
Khalifa.
Mur, Moorish. We are descendants of the Moroccan Empire, descendants of the Lemurian Empire, the descendants of the Atlantean Tartarian.
Do you have the book that breaks down the name? Do you have the book?
Amoraka.
Yeah.
Okay. You dropped the word in there right
No.
now. You know, you dropped the word in there. You
Please,
thought the
hey.
word. You thought this word wasn't going to get by me. You said Atlantean.
Atlantis. Yes, that's a real civilization.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody
Alright,
breaks
so-
down the name of their continent through
Bill-
a verb.
You were familiar with Billy Carson,
Hold on.
right? You feel he's a very.
Don't you know
he's
him?
a mind.
You introduced me to so many
Yeah.
people, Jason.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
In
So,
Riverside.
oh, okay. So,
Show
oh,
them-
okay.
I can
So,
prove that.
yeah.
Show them how they broke down the names.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with this guy named Billy Carson, he is definitely
Here in Atlantis,
wildin'.
Get the book. I got it when I was teaching at Canyon Springs High School. I found that in Riverside County, they have found in Hemet, which is Kemet, same name. Riverside is the noun. Merino means black. Corona means crown. Temecula. All those.
Oh
are
my
Hold up,
goodness!
hold up.
Listen,
Wait a minute.
I'm talking,
I'm
brother.
falling apart
So,
here.
so all these are Moorish, ancient Egyptian, or what you would call Hebrew names. So we can prove that in the Inland Empire, this was a Moorish civilization. This is why you don't claim to be black and African American, because there's no history in those words. But when you claim your Moorish heritage, then you get into Washita, then you get into Choctaw, then you get into you being an American Indian, creating civilizations. All throughout every downtown in America, you see our buildings. You see advanced Moorish buildings that the Europeans did not build because they built nothing. They came here as squatters, slaves, and criminals. When the prisons were released from Europe, what you call your pale-skinned hybrid Europeans
Like
who were
Australia.
criminals were released to America,
Oh,
Australia,
no.
all throughout the world. So the pale-skinned Europeans did not come here through knowledge and love. They came here as slaves, criminals, and you already see colonizers. They didn't come here with knowledge of self. They told you in the history books that they didn't even know how to farm. So it was us who owned the plantations. But when the Europeans came, the pale-skinned Europeans came, they brought diseases.
Yes.
That's why we call them
Right.
germ-mans. They're walking germs.
Oh my
because
goodness!
No,
Son,
it's the word.
the words
So
mean
words,
something.
It's etymology. So we are different species.
A German
We are not
philosopher
human.
named
We're
Schopenhauer
not human.
is the one who made this up.
Listen,
I don't
Yeah.
even know
Yeah.
how much
So-
people we offended with the show.
No, it's a
He
German.
said-
Hey,
he said
bruh,
Germans.
it's a
No,
German
I'm
guy that
not
made this
done.
up. Go ahead.
Listen,
He
So
said
they're
Germans.
descendants of troglodytes.
Hmm.
So we are not, us as carbon-based beings who are misclassified as African or Black or African American, we are not descendants of troglodyte cave people. That is only pale skin, hybrid Europeans, because we are the true Europeans. We are the first builders of civilization on the planet on every landmass. Antarctica, Australia, America.
You know Europe was ran by
the
blacks?
Fact, the
Yes.
fact,
Yeah, we do
the
know
fact
that.
of
I
the
know.
matter and proof are the
I'm just adding to what he's
pyramids.
saying.
And then the serpent symbol. So when you go to Kemet or Egypt, you see the serpent symbol, which has been demonized in their Judaism and text, which was also stolen out of ancient Egypt. So throughout America, we can actually see
Is that
proof
Mr. Blinken?
of the ancient Egyptians, ancient
Oh.
Atlantis,
You got 5 minutes. We got 5
Morocco, all over the planet. And so America is named after Morocco.
See,
And so when
1
we say
hour
America
is
and
definitely
Ka is-
not enough.
is
Jason,
sun god.
Jason,
So this is the
you
land
have
of
you,
the children
you
of
have
God.
sparked something in myself. You have sparked something within the listeners. Definitely, not only is
The
it
Jazz
controversial, but it is definitely something to be educated on. We definitely gonna have to follow up on that because you just said a lot of words and put a lot of things together. Got my mind buzzing. Real quick before we exit the show, last minute, is this
This is
Jay Boykins?
There's Jay. There he is.
Oh, okay, right behind
man.
me. Let me shake your hand real quick. Yes, sir. All right, good. There you
All
go.
right, this is my
Get
man.
on.
Okay, I got this. This
Yeah,
is my
run
man.
that.
This is my man that's putting on the Jazz Fest in Riverside, California. This is a talented family. Both of them got money. Look at their shirts. They're ironed. I mean, both of them came in here crispy. Cosmo will be hosting this. And tell us about the acts that you got coming here, man. Yeah.
We've got Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay,
Wait.
Cosmo don't bring no
In the
junk.
IE, you talking
In
about
the-
Rolls Royce in the IE?
Downtown Riverside.
Yes, sir. That's car wash. Come on now, Rolls Royce. We know the group. We know the name.
Yeah.
We got them. We got Aaron Stevenson. We got my man Jammin' Jay Lamont, which is a comedian. And man, he just got off tour. He's on fire right now, man. One of my favorite clean comedians out there right now.
Yeah, I love him too. He's a friend. Hey man, I see you brought your sax. Hey man, we got a few minutes.
Mr.
Hey, bust
Boyd,
that-
yes.
Bust that real quick. Bust that real quick.
Please.
Cosmo don't play, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Did I mess up your
that's
glitter?
exclusive.
I almost messed up his glitter, y'all.
Mr. Jay Boykins.
Michael Jackson.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
How long
last
you
minute
been
like
doing this?
Man, I've been at it since I was about 7 years old, man. So, you know what I mean?
You-
20 plus years doing it. Blood, sweat, and tears. I love it. Man, what's up? My brother L Street. We got L Street in the
How you
house.
know L
Hey,
Street?
Come on now.
Come on
Come
now.
on now.
He's
You know we
known-
get
he's
around,
known.
man.
He's known as known.
Absolutely.
Oh
So
man.
when is the event?
The event is September 3rd. You guys check my website out.
September 3rd.
Yes, sir. You guys check if you need more information, jsqsax.com. That's jsqsax.com. Check me out also on Instagram under jsqsax. Hey,
Let me ask you.
You're
this.
just
going
a
up
bad
for-
boy, huh?
Wait.
Who got you on
Pause,
the
pause,
inside?
pause.
Was it Pop?
Hey, you a young brother. How did you get into jazz?
man, you know what? I just like shiny things, man, and I gravitated towards it. You know, my grandfather would play old jazz records around me and stuff, and I just kind of gravitated to that shiny instrument. And then when I picked it up in church, I just never put it down.
That's what's up, man.
Wow.
You got you this far.
So the Lord is in it.
You know it. Absolutely.
Well, we're getting ready to wrap it up. We got 2 minutes. I want everybody to be able to give their props and their shout outs.
Yes. Say the date one more time. Say the date one more time.
Yes.
September 3rd, Riverside, White Park, Rolls Royce, the Grammy Award-winning Rolls Royce. They brought you songs like Car Wash, Wishing on a Star. It's going down, y'all.
Hey, real quick, I want to give real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you're
Hosted
looking
by Cosmo.
Cosmo, cut it. If you're looking for a website and social media manager, Portia Creations might be able to assist you. She specializes in custom funeral program booklets, signings, designs, and offering additional services. You can reach her via email at piervinconsultant.com or connect with her on Instagram at create to inspire to. Alternatively, I can't say that word. You can contact her via phone at 951-667-5446. She will be able to provide you with further information, discuss your specific needs. That's Portia Creations. Email at pirvin@consultant.com or connect with her on Instagram. Phone number is 951-667-5446. I go by name Mike Flex. This has been Casual Conversation. I got my man Cosmo in the building. Hey, season one,
baby.
you want season two? Put some money in my coffin.
Yeah.
I need some money in my coffin.
Oh, we gonna get all the money from the Boykins. They look like, shirts, glittery.
Hit the QR
boxes
code.
rolling.
Follow us on
Yeah.
Instagram. All that stuff. I love you worldwide. Mike Flex. We out.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM. The station that leaves no listener behind.
NBC News Radio, I'm Brad Siegel. Officials from FEMA are on the ground in Hawaii to help with recovery efforts following devastating wildfires.
We have an office here on Oahu that is staffed with personnel and immigration members that work side by side with the state of Hawaii each and every day.
FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell says the agency is working to move
Oh. You did. Wait, what? Okay. And, alright, I'm like, what?